How's it going, everyone? This is Rasharn Medina with a look inside. Today I want to talk about defining our goals. So before we can even define our goals, first we have to know what our vision is. When we know what our vision is, we can then break down that vision into smaller pieces. Our vision tends to be a lifestyle. It tends to be lifestyle involved in what our vision for life is. But we don't always identify that consciously, and that can trip us up. So, in figuring out the type of lifestyle that we want to live, we can then paint our vision. Once we paint our vision for what we want to fulfill in life and what we want, how we want things to go in our lives, we can then break that vision down into smaller pieces. This could be our environment, could be a part of our vision. Our friend circle could be a part of our vision. Our romantic life could be a part of our vision. Family life, self-development could be a part of our vision. There are many different things that could make up our vision. We just have to get in tune with what our desires are. And once we are in tune with what our desires are, we can then identify the pieces of our vision for our lives. So once the pieces are identified, we can then go through and translate the pieces of our vision into macro goals or large scale goals for ourselves. And these goals, as we accomplish them, will come together and create the vision, basically help us manifest our vision and really actualize it and live it. So in order to be able to establish a goal or define it and then be able to complete it, it has to be realistic, it has to have a timeline, it has to involve all the factors that it would take to complete the goal, and then it's going to just take us our own basically work ethic to be able to complete it. So it may take us 9 months to complete one of those goals or pieces of our vision. And so that's okay. We just have to know that that is worth completing. Anything that we truly desire is worth the effort. So if it takes us 9 months to complete that goal, once we defined it, we can then understand, okay, in this 9 months, I'm going to have to figure out what are the smaller incremental goals or like checkpoints that we have to identify and complete in order to achieve that goal. So an example of a goal we could set, let's say my vision is I want to live in a beautiful environment, tropical environment, and I want my life to be very simple and easy in terms of financial upkeep and just getting around my environment and just my day-to-day activities. If that's what I want, some of those pieces could be, okay, I want to live somewhere tropical. So part of that is tropical environment. That is a goal. I want to move and live in a tropical environment. That's a goal. I can give myself a timeline for that goal and say I give myself a year to find somewhere and move there. If I decide that a year that's what it's going to take, then I have to figure out what is it going to take for me to be able to move to this tropical environment, which I have to also pick, of course. I have to pick which environment that is. But once I've picked it and I've set a year, what are the steps that's going to take? And then I would have to break those up into smaller timelines. It may take me 3 to 4 weeks to complete a micro goal that is leading to the completion of that bigger goal on the way. So part of it may be me researching the environment that I want to move to, researching the housing market. This could be me researching the people there, the festivities, just researching the city itself. Part of this may be budgeting. Will be budgeting. Part of this could be just checking in with myself and seeing when I move there, is there anything I'm gonna have to keep in mind in terms of the transition into moving there? What's gonna come with that lifestyle? So there's different things that would factor into even completing one of those goals. So I give myself that year. I have to make sure that everything I want to come with moving there is prepared for by accomplishing the micro goals that I've set up to complete that larger goal. So that's what I have for today. When defining our goals, let's make sure that they fit into our larger vision. And then when defining our goals, let's make sure we also define the bigger goals that fit in our vision and the smaller goals that help us complete the bigger goals. That's what I have. This is Rasharn Medina with a look inside.